Good morning, Greenville, and welcome to another broadcast of Continuous Miracle Radio, right here on WGLM 106.3. Scott here with you this morning, and now we got Dangerous Darren in on dials.
Good morning.
Co-host Mike with us today.
Good morning, folks. Beautiful day.
Isn't it, though?
It is.
Makes driving a little easier.
It's always a mystery to me how that stuff's going to turn out, but it looked pretty good coming in, I'll tell you that. It didn't hit nothing, folks.
It didn't hit nothing, and you're unscathed.
Yes, sir.
We're in the bonus already today.
I seen a deer. He's got scared and ran away from me instead of towards me for a change.
Well, and deer have been talking to one another.
Okay.
Here comes Mike. So, hey, we hope you're out there enjoying this beautiful summer morning. Man, is it gorgeous out there. A little thick, but that's okay. That's what we do here in Michigan. Get a little humidity every once in a while. I'm not complaining about that. Let me tell you about February, 20 below.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Then I won't talk about complaining.
I got a memory.
Never complain about the heat. Man, that's the good stuff.
You might never, but
I never do. And I work in it. So
I got something to learn then, I guess.
you do. Pay attention, sir.
Okay.
Brought a couple guests in here with us this morning, and so grateful you guys come in with us. Join us this morning. A couple of young men, both Mike and I are familiar with. We were just talking prior to the show, probably 4 or 5 years we've known each other.
Yeah.
And I remember when they both came into the recovery community, actually, and did well. Followed some suggestions, and their lives have gotten immeasurably better, and that's what we're on here to talk about this morning. We got Shane.
Hello.
Here. Hi, Shane. Don't be so shy.
Right.
You can't shut that guy up. All of a sudden, he needs a prod. And we got Craig in here with us this morning as well.
Yeah, good morning, everyone.
Yeah, it's good to see you guys, and thank you for coming in on a beautiful Sunday morning and sharing your experience, strength, and hope with us here on Continuous Miracle Radio.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
So, Shane, question for you, young man, because Shane's diligent in sobriety. He's learned to do things differently, like prepare for stuff. Unlike Mike.
I'm learning. I'm a rookie at this stuff.
We just put Mike in a corner and say, keep swinging, sir.
You're bound to hit something.
Yeah, eventually.
Not that it'll matter, but you're bound to.
Yeah. But Shane's done a little research and going to enlighten us a little bit, because these two young men, when they showed up here in the local community, come to find out, they actually lived a little bit south of here, right?
Yeah, yup, over in Belding.
Mm-hmm. And so they were doing the drive and trying to get to recovery, and that got a little cumbersome, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
So I went to looking around their hometown there in Belding. And what'd you guys discover when you went poking around looking for some recovery meetings?
Well, when I first moved to Belding, there was a meeting at the museum, but that closed down eventually, but there was only a couple of us there, so we kept the doors open and hoped for people to come in. But there for a minute, there wasn't any meetings in town, so.
Okay. Well, that's not unusual.
Right.
I mean, especially if you got them in town next to you, especially living out in a little bit rural like we do here. But so you discovered that these meetings kind of petered out locally, and then what'd you guys decide to do?
Well, Craig had an idea of starting.
Wait a minute, stop there.
Craig had an idea.
Oh,
he
is
sure
it a sober
did.
idea?
Oh, it was. It was a good one, too.
All right.
Yeah,
all right.
imagine that, right? A sober good thought. And it all started with a Facebook post. I saw somebody in the community page looking for a local meeting, and there was nothing in Belding, only in Greenville. And it was said in there, he's like, well, I don't have a license. How am I supposed to get there?
That's common.
Exactly
Common
right,
in the
you
recovery
know.
community. A lot of people have displaced their driver's licenses for a period of time.
The judge displaced mine.
That's kind of how it comes about.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of where it started. I've been chairing up in Greenville for about a year at that point, maybe a year and a half, and
Chairing, for the listening audience, what's that mean?
that's so chairing meetings is
Chairman of the meeting.
Yes, chairing of the meeting. We come in early. Shane comes in with me. We do the coffee. We help set up, and then we trying to think of the word, but kind of facilitate. Yes, thank you. Facilitate the meeting from there. You know, and I think when I started chairing, before I started this meeting, it was always, you know, don't put your opinion in it. Keep it the AA opinion. You know, keep it by the book. And so that's something very early on that I had to learn is like, I can't put my opinion into.
Well, didn't your opinion bring you to recovery?
Yeah, my opinion got me.
I guess the
started
important
here.
question would be, hasn't your opinion changed about things?
Yeah, absolutely.
A little bit?
Well,
Yeah.
maybe I might better add for some people what a person shares at a meeting is their experience, strength, and hope. It's not an opinion; it's what actually happened to them.
Correct.
Exactly. Yeah, just sharing.
And that has value.
It does, absolutely. You know, I think at the early stages I was still living in the problem. And, you know, as I stayed in this program, I started exiting the problem and started living in the solution. And, you know, that's...
Was that a result of some of the step work you were doing?
Yeah, step work, suggestions.
Different ideas.
Different ideas. Maybe not doing what I want to do all the time.
But that
Wait a minute. That's profound.
It's a struggle, that's for sure.
Well, you got to be willing.
Yeah, and
Try
willing.
something different.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what about you, Shane? I remember you coming to us, was it 3 years ago now? Almost 4?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, you didn't look so good then. You look better now.
Right, well, thank you. Yeah, it was touch and go for sure.
And then you and Craig kind of got hooked up there a little bit, didn't you? And
Yeah, we kind of became each other's support system almost, him more than me.
well, you were in the new community, right, down in Belding. So you're reaching out to one another, reaching out to the folks up this way, and good things started happening, right?
Yes, sir.
What
Yeah, it
happened?
really helped with the whole accountability thing. Really put that level of guilt if you mess up and everything, because you don't want to let down your buddy or, you know.
Sure,
So
sure, that's part of it.
it sure is.
Mm-hmm. As they're learning new things, you know, the same situations can still be existing in our lives. But having somebody to talk to about it maybe gives us a different idea how to go about it. Hey, Mike?
Yeah, it kind of helped me develop what you might call a conscience.
Oh, okay.
Or the ability to use it. I guess I'd had one. I'd silenced it with, I drowned it, the poor devil.
Resuscitate that.
Right?
Yeah, I had to learn to listen to that again, and I needed to bounce stuff off people, so to
Yeah.
speak. Talk to them about what was going on with me, and maybe find if there's some kind of solution to that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
Like use my conscience.
yeah, absolutely.
Sometimes we got to sort things out a little bit.
Yeah.
And that takes an army sometimes, you know. I've realized that sometimes the way I approach things, I'm still, you know, thinking with not a clear conscience. And, you know, when I bounce these things off other people, I can get a better understanding or maybe just an opportunity or a different view to see it in a different perspective. So,
Like you're doing something with help that you couldn't do all by yourself.
man, trying to do it all on your own.
Right. Well, it's
like you said, it's what got me here.
yeah.
Oh.
It's definitely a misconception, we think, that's for sure.
A little skewed.
Right. I got this.
You just make it sound like there might be more than one misconception you played with.
Oh, maybe.
Well, you know, that's how we learn.
Yes, sir.
I'm a little dyslexic. I learn things the hard way and backwards. So.
Well, at least you're trying.
Yes, thank you.
I was told that I tend to learn things wrong first before I can get it right.
Every time.
Well, could there have been
Well, I
one?
witnessed it. And when he does get it right, boy, he lets you know it. Too.
Nice.
Look at that baby go over the fence.
Yeah, hey,
So there was that one time.
That's those learning lessons.
I hit a home run once, and I think I do that every time, but I really got to hit another one from time to time.
It does happen. But yeah, that early recovery and you guys bouncing things off one another down in Belding. So what got you kicking around a little bit? You found a new meeting place? Or
Yes, we had strong supporters. Michael Baker, shout out to him. He was part of the recovery ministries at the First Congregational Church, and Pastor Paul Hutherford.
And Baker, wasn't he involved with
Samaritan.
Samaritan?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
We've had him here.
He's been on the show, right?
And I see him at that fish fry down in Belding from time to time.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Do you mean Samaritan Way?
Samaritan Way, yeah.
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 Okay.
Thanks.
I get
We do
them mixed up with
mispronounce.
Samaritas. Yeah, that's my mistake.
Mine
It
too.
happened.
Thanks, Darren.
Yeah.
Yeah, good catch.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
So these guys help you kind of get a group founded then, right?
Yep, they allowed the church to be used, and Craig would have more information because he's the one that kind of was the first in there and all that stuff. So
Yeah, I approached Paul with the idea, because not all churches are welcoming to, alcoholics, addictions.
Really?
And yeah, really.
That was a surprise.
Yeah, and they've been just super supportive. So they were absolutely the first people I reached out to, and they were more than willing to help us out. And we had chaired meetings, I think probably for about 6 months. And we had some old timers stop in.
Long timers.
Yeah, long timers. That have had, between the three of them, they had like 120 years sober. And
I could get into old time plus long time.
yeah,
So these guys show up just to encourage you?
yeah, they were like,
Or do they need a little help too?
They said they had heard there was a new meeting. The meetings in Belding, like Shane had mentioned earlier, they kind of just came to a stop, and I'm not sure when that happened. But they were some originals from that, and they're like, hey, we heard there was a meeting going on here, and we wanted to check it out. And so they came in, and we talked, for quite a while after the meeting. They're like, hey, you should really think about getting this in with the AA, like get it registered on the meeting list. And
Sure. Make it legit.
yeah, and honestly, I was sitting on so much money from the donations. I was like, we have to do something with this. We can't just hang on to it.
Sure, that's not advisable.
No. And so yeah, we had that idea, and I kind of sprung that onto Shane, and Shane did all the legwork for getting everything registered with AA. And
Did you take a trip down to KCCO?
no, I'm actually on the board for district level.
Okay.
Wait a minute, that's some involvement, mister.
Yes, I am the web servant. I update the web page and stuff like that.
Wait a minute. You got skills?
They're iffy.
All right then. Yeah, well, it is a.
But the meetings are registered, so apparently your skills were workable
Yes, sir.
and usable.
We'll catch up a little bit with that here after these brief messages from our sponsors. Randy's House, the Mac, and Guiding Light, all supporting the Continuous Miracle Radio Show right here on WGLM 106.3. Thank you so much for being a part of the show today.
oh, I was sweating the whole way here.
Yeah, I think I caught your sweat.
I make it easy, man.
I was like, I don't know.
I
why.
don't, but he does.
Softballs.
I
I'll
was like,
play
I don't know why I'm
softballs.
sweating, because they're only going to be like the guys I know in here, but.
Mine sucks. The way he talks,
Oh,
good.
okay.
He talks good. I don't.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
You talk like you're from the 1800s there.
A fine job what I did with the old boys.
Scott back here with you. Barely. Continuous Miracle Radio. And speaking with Shane and Craig here during the break and having a little bit of fun. And Darren's waving the phone at me. If anybody'd like to call in, got a question for either Shane or Craig, that would be wonderful. 616-754-106.3. And we're continuing our conversation with what these young men did when they went down to, well, they achieved sobriety. And then they took this message of hope down to Belding, found that there wasn't a lot. Okay, so I know the program asks us to swing into action and to be of service to others, and that's exactly what they've done. And with the meetings that you got started down there, collected some funds.
Yeah.
Right. So you're looking around,
Yeah.
and you're wondering what do we do next.
Yeah, so we had the funds kind of sit in, and then after Shane got us registered, we got our first invitation for the districts.
Mm-hmm.
You know, which neither one of us had any experience with.
Well, it's all about education.
Yeah,
When
exactly.
you get into the district level, I participated in it myself some, and you learn a lot, number one. Number two, you make so many connections
Absolutely.
outside of just your normal recovery community, all over the state, actually. So, and that's a moving and fascinating adventure in and of itself,
Right.
especially from a couple guys who used to live in their basements, right?
Right. Exactly.
You're out motoring around, got driver's licenses, doing
Yeah.
stuff,
Yeah.
Working.
having
And on
fun,
the
working.
educational aspect, it opens you up to two new types of sponsors. It opens you up to the tradition sponsors and the service work sponsors.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Even though your local group sponsor is really important also.
But we need all the help we can get.
Yes, sir.
There's a lot to learn, actually. There's a lot to learn. And none of this stuff happens by itself. It takes young folks like these guys. And Mike, when he was younger. And
That was a long time ago, boss. I had to do this stuff when I was a seasoned vet.
yeah,
You could teach an old dog new tricks.
and we have. But yeah, it takes a lot of time, energy, willingness. And it takes, when we become better, we start living from the heart and want to try and give back to the next person coming along the trail. Is that right? Is that what you guys found? I know that's what I found.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I started putting my selfish side away and just making myself available for, you know, the person that needs the help, because that's what someone did for me. When I came, I don't think anyone comes in on a winning streak, but
Haven't seen it yet.
right when I came in, you know, I remember walking from a meeting and this guy stopped and he's like, "Hey, saw you in the meeting. You want to ride home?" And that's how it started. You know, I felt like somebody cared about me,
Yeah.
and someone was willing to put a little
And
time,
they did.
yeah, a little time and effort into me, and I just wanted to make sure, you know, that's part of the program is, you know, keeping our hand out for the ones that are still suffering.
Yeah.
So a God-centered life, that's helping people?
Yeah, imagine that.
Wow. So like you learn to put God first and then others next?
Yeah,
Then what happened? Life got better for you?
yeah, life gets better. And
It's a miracle. How long people been living like this?
They said we didn't need algebra.
Yeah.
No, you need algebra.
But not for this.
Nope.
not for this.
So things are starting to evolve there in Belding. Then you guys get together to put a meeting in, get a pot of money, go into district. I mean, life's getting better, right?
Yeah.
Let's not forget to add working full time,
Yes.
right?
Yes, sir.
You're your own business owner, correct?
No, not yet.
You're okay, but working full time.
Working full time. I'm definitely thinking about it in the head, but.
And Craig working full time. Yeah. So, what's that say to you, Mike?
That they seem to be leading a full, abundant life.
Kind of sounds that way, doesn't it? Yeah, life
Well,
is full.
Well, our main relative statement is when we were drinking and stuff, we still drink every day, so we could use that time every day to find something positive, productive, and helpful to do.
Wait a minute. Could you say that again?
Mike, get your scratch pad.
I'm going to write something down here.
Go ahead, say it again.
It says when we were drinking, we found a way to drink every day, so when we became sober, we can find something to do a little bit every day that's helpful, productive, and...
For somebody other than yourself.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Well, that's a whole new way of living.
Yeah, that's a whole new way of life.
Wow. But I needed a whole new way of living when I got here, so I had to maybe follow that sort of pattern myself.
Yes.
But I didn't know anything about how to do it. I had to have a lot of advice.
Well, that's the adventure.
Yeah.
You're learning new things, learning how to do new things, where to do them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for some good purpose. I mean, that's quite a turnaround for a person who was addicted to alcohol. You know? So, and those are the miracles that we get to see on a pretty regular basis around here. Thank God.
Yeah. It encouraged me.
Yeah, it does. Always encouraging to see the young folks come in.
Sometimes they call it watching the flowers blossom.
Yeah, I'm not much for that, but catching fire, I'm good with that. Program of action, sir. That flower growing ain't action.
It's a beautiful thing.
So what happened next down that way, Shane? Well, you guys kicked off the meeting. You're at the church.
Yeah,
Starting to grow attendance, right?
Yeah.
yes. I mean, we've had our hit and misses. I mean, here and there, it comes and goes. It's been a few meetings with just Craig and I, keeping the doors open in case someone else needed a meeting, you know.
And they have.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And that's the importance of starting that meeting. That's, for me, anyway, that I see is when you start a new meeting, it takes time to grow it.
Yeah.
Kind of get the word out to folks that, hey,
Yeah, there for a minute, we were up to 13 members, then we're like around 8 right now, so.
well, and meetings ebb and flow, like we talked about with the seasons, especially in Michigan. We got a pretty short window of summertime. You
Yeah.
know, folks like to get out and get on vacation,
Yeah, and those 8 just
enjoy
aren't,
themselves.
those 8 aren't just, you know, excluding the ones that do. The others were coming pretty regularly, and then now they just pop in here and there, you know.
Which is perfectly acceptable.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
What I missed was what night the meeting is, or do you have more than one meeting
Yeah,
now?
how many
More
we
than
getting
one.
around?
Yeah, maybe you better kind of tell me a bit about that.
Okay, I chair Tuesdays.
And I chair Thursdays at 7. Both are at 7.
What's the address on that?
301 Washington Street,
West Washington.
West Washington, First Congregational Church of Belding.
7 p.m.?
Yes, sir.
7 p.m.
Okay.
So right now there's a Tuesday, Thursday, 7 p.m. meeting in Belding.
Yes.
Thank you.
Absolutely. We did start off with one, and it just kind of grew from there.
Nice.
Well, isn't that fun to sit back and kind of watch what these young folks do when they put the program into action
It
in
certainly-
their own communities?
It certainly is.
All of a
I'm
sudden you
encouraged
got
by that.
Between 8 and 15 people showing up trying to get better.
Exactly.
And it wasn't a place.
Utilizing an opportunity that wasn't available to them prior to these young guys putting some energy and some action into the program that helped save their lives.
Yeah.
And it's a breath of fresh air seeing newcomers come in. They weren't like me when I came in, so combative with the program.
Oh, you were a real treat. I remember.
Oh, I bet.
Well,
Saying-
you entertained me.
Right, saying I ain't got a problem, you know, in that
Okay.
whole denial stage type stuff.
Do you know where you are?
It is a breath of fresh air seeing people come in and actually, you know, hitting the ground running, you know, working the program. Really inspires that newcomer hope.
What I enjoy with the new meetings, traveling about a little bit, is just the cacophony of people that you get. Everything and everything from the ditch digger to the banker doesn't matter.
Mhm.
You know, and all interesting people and all coming together for one primary purpose.
Yes.
And it's just fascinating to me now. I mean, certainly not in the beginning. I was like, yeah,
Right.
a lot of head shaking, head scratching going on.
There's a place towards the back of our book that says about what one man with a book in his hand can do.
Mhm.
So, did you gentlemen think that you ought to have some literature for these meetings? And did you do anything like that?
Well, I actually had all the literature from when the AA meeting at the museum closed down. So our meeting actually.
They passed it on.
Yes.
Okay.
A little bit went to the MAC, and the other copies of, like, as Bill sees it and stuff like that,
Sure.
came to the church. So.
Yeah, I think after we
Well, it's critical, and the reason Mike mentions it, and he's mentioned it numerous times, it's a literature-driven program. You don't make things up.
Right.
You know,
Not
Yeah.
opinions, it's facts.
the experience is real, but if you tried this, you'd probably get a different result. That's real.
that's right.
Yeah. So
Nothing changes, nothing changes.
Yep.
So what these young men did was they brought that material to those folks after becoming educated in and of themselves, and now they're helping other people with that same literature.
Yes. The literature, I think, was something after we had raised enough money. Like I said, we kind of had that pot of money, and it's like, all right, what do we do with it? We got to
Sure.
start getting literature. Started getting all the readings. I think we printed our first ones off. The more we started going to district, the more help we received from them.
Mm-hmm.
Connections.
Yeah, so the connections opened up, and people were willing to help.
Yeah, there's a bunch of good folks there.
Mm-hmm. Different
Reach
groups
out.
are always.
They'll even come to your group and help you get your feet on the ground, whatever you need.
Yeah.
Try and help you out. So.
Yes, the recovery community is always has always been willing to help and support, and you go to another meeting and say, hey, we need some members. People always show up, and that's what I love about the recovery community.
Yeah.
She said these things just don't happen by themselves. You have to take a little effort, initiative.
Yeah, a little initiative. Maybe say, hey, we need some help, which is always a tough thing to do, but
Not anymore.
not anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely not anymore. But yeah, that's the one thing I've learned from recovery is when you ask for help, people show up.
Yeah. No matter what.
Right.
Yeah.
So I got it written down here. It's about keeping the opportunity available for someone who may walk in on their worst day and find the support that they need.
And that's having an open hand and an open heart. Doesn't mean you can fix everything in a day or in a meeting, but you're there to listen, and share your own experience, strength, and hope, whatever value that may be.
For the right person, it's invaluable. The fact that you stayed sober and the fact that helping as much as you did even improved your sobriety, if I'm listening close.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I know for lots of folks, their spiritual journey begins and gets enhanced, I should say, when they're helping other people. Have you found that to be true?
Yeah, I found it to be true. Just working with other people, it helps me stay plugged in,
Grounded.
grounded, grateful, all of that. It just really, I think, helps.
That's good to hear. I'm glad it's still working like that.
Yeah.
It worked like that for me. I found that when I was actively trying to help, which usually looked like sponsoring people and sharing meetings, that my life improved immeasurably.
Right. Yeah, I actually just recently took on a sponsee, and it's really from not helping someone and just kind of just chairing meetings and getting back into it. It's like, I don't know. It's different.
Well, that's where you grow. That's where you grow.
Yeah, exactly.
That's where you grow. You point up the spiritual axiom, you know, and we take different actions. Like I said, sponsor in person. That opens a pathway to more spiritual development.
Yeah.
You know, we learn more as we go, as opposed to knowing everything we got here.
I found that, well, I'd read a lot in the book and stuff like that, but when I want a sponsee to, well, that's the wrong one, not that I want. When I'm trying to help a sponsee with a step, I'm reading the step again.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm actively involved between my ears in that aspect of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think like when you revisit those things, you also get an opportunity to revisit some things that maybe didn't come about.
Well, what I discovered is that's where you see your growth.
Yeah.
You know, how you can identify, wow, I thought like that, now I'm thinking like this.
Right.
How'd that happen? Oh,
Where'd that guy come from?
I did this and this, that's what happened. Okay. Or
Absolutely.
I was shown how to do this and this changed dramatically.
Yeah.
Without your permission. I think a
Change.
lot of that goes on with Shane.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, my deepest level of connection on spiritual growth would be actually not thinking humanity is out to get me and all that stuff. It has all.
No.
Wait a minute, you stopped being a victim?
Yeah.
Whoa!
I think the rest of humanity is more concerned with themselves than they are Shane. At least I found it to be so in my case.
Yeah, once you give it a chance, you find out that we are here to help one another, for sure.
That's the whole point. Isn't it, Mike?
Certainly is for me. But I didn't know that until I actually did it. And I didn't know enough to do it on my own. I had to have it pointed out to me and kind of encouraged.
Repetitively.
That means he said it a lot of times.
So we'll come back here after these brief messages, chat a little bit more with Craig and Shane about the growth they're experiencing not only in their own lives but in the lives of the folks in the recovery community down Belding Way. So come on back and join us right after these brief messages from our sponsors, Randy's House, the Mac, and Guiding Light. Thank you so much for being part of our program.
How's the flashcards doing?
They're all right.
Well,
there
we
something-
already know. Scott back here with you on Continuous Miracle Radio, WGLM 106.3, and continuing our conversation with Shane and Craig about the development of the new recovery community in Belding that they've been a part of. And we were just talking during the break here about, well, Mike was talking, as usual.
Well, there was that. One time I didn't.
That was because the judge was talking, so.
Oh. Thanks.
Me, the reminders. Repetitive. So these guys only got 2 meetings started up in Belding, right, guys?
Yes, sir.
Tuesday, Thursday at 7 at the
First Congregational
Church
Church.
Congregational Church. And there's some discussion to open a 3rd meeting.
Yeah, go ahead, Shane. Take it away.
Well, I don't know if it's opening, but we were asked to chair a meeting at the recovery house in Ionia.
Now, I didn't even know there was a recovery house.
No,
in
it's
there.
new. I
Okay.
think it's only been maybe a year-ish.
Okay, good. Well, we need those places for folks to get well in.
But those places like
Encouraging.
that, they need someone that's actually got a program to show up and let people see that it actually works. So that's why they reached out to you, because
Yeah.
you're doing something that works, apparently.
A little bit. No.
Well, what I heard was once you got, not that on the radio, but you can tell folks that once that you got yourself registered, you wound up being on the AA app and somebody found you that way.
Yes.
So it pays to advertise.
It does. This guy was actually from California and just moved to the area, and he called the AA hotline. They're like, "Oh, actually, one just opened up."
Oh, good.
And that's how he found us, and he's been, there ever since.
Nice. And that's how things, networking, connection, that's why that stuff's all in place today. I mean, it's so much simpler or easier today than back in the 1800s, right, Mike?
Yes, sir. And we had to go smoke signals and telegraph to get around.
Yeah,
It was rough.
The guy he was talking about did live in the area, so it helped give him that home township vibe because he was out of state. So
Okay. Yeah, some of that's about being comfortable where you're at. Absolutely. Not everyone is.
No. There's the AA pledge that when somebody reaches out for AA, I want to be the hand that they find.
Yeah.
And that's what you gentlemen did.
Yeah. Yep, absolutely. I remember when
Well, they continue to do.
Oh, yeah.
Still going on, Mike.
Oh, thanks for the wake-up, boss.
It is a day at a time.
I can't get by on yesterday's home runs?
No, please don't try.
Okay. See what I can do.
If you insist.
But yeah, it's just been growing, and the members, come and go, but
Yeah.
at the end
But
of the
that's
day, we're still
encouraging
there.
because I know you've got Lowell down by the river there.
Yeah,
They've got
Serenity Club.
Yeah, Serenity Club. And you get the Mac up here now.
Yeah.
I mean, we're getting surrounded by recovery.
Yeah, and that was really the thing, because I think the other one is Ionia.
Yeah.
So you got Greenville, Ionia, and all these people in Belding, which are in between. And so that was the big start, was just getting people and
Well, and the convenience of having a meeting in your hometown as opposed to having, especially today.
yeah, because we know what
Show
it's like.
places.
Yeah, we know what it's like not to have a license and be in those shoes and to have that availability, to have a meeting there, because it's that stuff's an inconvenience not only to your own personal life, but if you have a spouse that has to drive you around,
Sure.
You start looking at those other aspects outside of us, and it just
It's part of the consequences that are built in, though.
it is, yeah.
I mean, it's understandable. It's not supposed to be pleasant.
Right, no, right. And then attending districts, they have different boards for accessibility, and it's just like, oh, we can be accessible to people in our community, and so that's just been a blessing to have a church, let us use their doors, and
Because they probably have accessibility.
yeah, yes, and that's the other big thing. We got
Physically handicapped folks.
the wheelchair.
Yeah.
yes, we do. They do have an elevator there.
Okay.
So, and that's big because I know not all meetings have that. So
But you said something accessibility a bit ago, or just a moment ago, Craig, about having it in the community, that kind of accessibility as
Yeah.
opposed to the physical aspects of getting in and out the door
yeah,
with devices and whatnot.
yeah, the accessibility kind of goes like you said, just having it in the community, and then the wheelchair, and then just the common bond between the group of just being able to ask somebody for a ride, because we're always willing to.
Yeah, the growth that develops when you start something new. It's like putting a seed in the ground.
Right. Like, I could make it. But
Now we're going to talk about flowers growing.
I was saying cucumber.
Okay. Well, they have flowers on them that are pretty.
Yeah, they're brief.
seasonal.
Seasonal. They come and they go.
I'll be right one of these days. I'm telling you. I just don't know
Still
when.
waiting.
Okay.
Keep coming back.
Keep swinging.
But yeah, it's encouraging to watch young fellas, like you're saying, they'll come in, get hold of this program, and take it outside, and carry that message with them wherever they may be, and affect people's lives in a positive manner.
Yeah.
And the recovery community is a vehicle for people to do just that once they become well themselves.
Yeah, I think once you understand that you're not in this alone,
Mm-hmm.
which I felt so alone going into an AA meeting the first time. But once I realized I wasn't alone and that I couldn't do it alone and that there's people willing to help me, there's just
It's amazing
something.
how wrong we can be, though.
Yeah.
It is. It just is. You know.
Yeah, and I found that really rewarding, knowing there's people out there like that, because I lived a whole life of addiction thinking it was lonely, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh, it was.
it was, yeah.
Yeah, you earned it.
Alcoholism, addiction, they're
Yeah.
disease of isolation.
Yeah,
And that's why Thurgood had his song like he did.
yeah. So,
You talking about George?
Yeah, George, when I
Yeah,
drink alone.
Yeah.
And that's what most of us do. We isolate.
yeah,
And it's kind of hard to get any better if you're isolated with your crap.
right. Yeah.
Not only the stuff between your ears. It needs to get out of there, and I can't do that on my own.
No.
So recovery offers you a place to go with proven literature. And, you only have to bring is a little bit of honesty, open-mindedness, and willingness, and bang,
Yeah.
you're on your way.
Yeah, what do they say? It's your cheapest counseling appointment?
Something.
$1.
Yeah.
Somebody was mentioning that the other day, weren't they, Mike?
Yeah. Well, this morning I mentioned it before I got to AA. I could pay some decent money to go lie to a therapist or something like that. And then you folks won't buy that crap.
For $1.
Yeah, for $1, you call me out on that. And it seems to be that you know a bit more about the drinking game and getting better than them psychologists.
Yeah.
So it helped me a lot.
Yeah.
Back to that conscience thing you were talking about early on.
Yeah.
That's what helped me develop it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's part of the deal. So, Shane, what else did you have there in your notes, sir? I know there was one more thing you wanted to touch upon.
Just the biggest lesson I learned is
This is what I like. Lessons learned.
yes,
Experience.
is that recovery communities are built by people willing to show up. Sometimes that means showing up for a room full of people. Sometimes it means showing up for just one person. Either way, every meeting matters because the next person who needs help deserves to have a place to turn.
Profound there.
Very.
Thank you, young man.
Well said.
Absolutely correct, too.
Well said.
Because it's like when we got there, no different than you guys, there was people there waiting, you know, and they showed us by their example what that looks like. And maybe what we could try doing at some point.
Yep.
So, at some
We
point.
try.
Yeah.
It's all that's asked of us is that we try. We give it a good, solid, honest try.
Yeah.
Yeah, the results aren't up to us.
That's right.
You know, we're trying to do good, be good, and do the next right thing, and
Well,
the results are built in, just
Well-
like consequences are built in when we behave the way we formerly did.
Well, you know you're doing it right if your example inspires other people to do service work also.
Yeah, yeah, it's an indicator.
We got pretty strong people there in Belding that are willing to, sponsor and big book study and make coffee.
What night's your book study?
We were doing the third Thursday of the month. We put it over the audio system and we let it. I have audio book, Audible. Sorry, and
He
we play.
mentioned he was electronically gifted.
We'd play 15 minutes and then we'd have an open conversation on that 15 minutes we just heard over the speaker.
Well,
Nice.
Yeah, a little different what you do, but that's okay.
yeah.
I do it popcorn style. They told me when I got here, they said, Mike, it looks like you're stupid, but you're not really. You just gotta... Well, they said I had a lot of clutter between my ears. And if they read something and I needed to know something about it, just let it out there because I couldn't remember it to the end of the paragraph.
Right. Yeah. For me, I think the retention is in the reading and following along with it as well. Because I always follow along with the audio. But for me to
You're
comprehend,
visual.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I am. I read something, I remember it. And I hear it and I go, hey, thanks for sharing.
Yeah, I'm still thinking while I'm hearing, so
Right.
I can't multitask that good yet.
The thing about reading that stuff is that I read it, say early on, maybe it's still like that, but I'd read something and there was so much in it I couldn't quite catch that, so I needed somebody else to point out some of the more important details that were there with it.
Right.
And that really helped.
That's what I love about books. They're 80% filler and 20% to the point.
This guy here's got it going on.
He does. Not only is he tech savvy, he's savvy about a couple other things.
Right, sounds like it. You put that in your back pocket, bring it in?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Darn. I'm bedazzled.
As you should be.
You're not used to that word, are you?
I'm not. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
So, do you think that that you might expand your footprint a little bit besides going to the recovery house to do meetings, or do you have to have somebody say we need another meeting to?
I think as far as hosting a meeting at the church, it's they have their things that we would have to work around.
You might be maxed out at your church for now.
For now, we might have another open night, but I just know they do different in-house things, so that's been beneficial for us.
How long has that facility been open?
The church,
Yeah.
the church has been the second
1848.
church built.
Right, but I mean, I know they change hands sometimes. Is this the
Right.
new pastor come in?
Yeah, this
Mike?
pastor.
Oh,
So
Mike.
the pastor has actually
Paul's the pastor.
Paul.
Okay.
Has,
And he embraces recovery.
yeah,
Yes.
he's been in addiction himself,
Okay.
so he speaks from experience as well.
He knows we need help.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
might have been there for what?
Yeah, like 8 years, I believe he's been there, and yeah, he's just been nothing but a huge help to us. And
That's wonderful.
yeah,
It's refreshing to have a pastor that understands that a guy like me, I can't just put my hands together, pray, and have it fixed.
exactly.
I need to do some work myself.
Yeah, exactly. And that's, I think just a hard thing with some churches to speak from experience, and so that's been a huge help. And
Well, and it's not their responsibility to.
right, not at all. Not
Churches
at all.
are in existence to do what they do.
Yeah,
You know,
they were in existence when AA started and they wrote the big
Right,
book.
they will be. Yeah, they will be.
They hadn't resolved
And they do,
the.
and they do some things really well.
Yeah, they do a lot of
Yeah.
things we don't do.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we stick to our last in AA of it's about not drinking.
Yeah.
Trying to help other people.
Yeah, I'm just keeping it. I think I try to keep it a little separated.
Yeah, let the pastor
Yeah.
pastor. That's his
Yeah,
job.
exactly. Every once in a while, I'll hop in. They'll invite us in for something because they do have other meetings going on at the same time. And sometimes I'll hop in and just try to be a part of their community too. So
Mhm. Well, it's about growth and expansion and connection.
exactly.
You know, you guys are growing, and that's the byproduct of that.
Yeah.
Open-minded. You can walk into. I've walked into some places with an open mind and learned more than what I thought I was going to learn when I
Yeah.
walked in there. I'm talking in a professional setting and personal settings. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But keeping an open mind when approaching new and different things is critical to taking the knowledge in and being able to practice it when I've learned it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's all part of the process, but we learn that process.
The difference between wisdom and knowledge.
Yes, sir.
Knowledge is knowing, wisdom is knowing and doing. Yes, sir.
Yes, it is. It used to be hold my beer, but
Right.
Knowledge is knowing a
I
tomato's
know,
a
so
fruit.
We won't shut the door on that.
I say knowledge is knowing tomatoes are fruit. Wisdom is not putting it in a fruit salad.
There you go. I like that.
stellar. Right over the fence again. Hey, thank you so much for being with us here on Continuous Miracle Radio. We've enjoyed ourselves, and we hope you enjoyed the show today, too. Come on back next week.
I will.
We have a special guest on, besides Mike.
This is Ray about the bike ride for
Okay.
a
We're
benefit.
talking about the benefit for the bike ride. All right. Thank you again so much. Come on back and join us next week right here on WGLM 106.3.
Thank you, gentlemen. That was
Yeah.
wonderful.
Oh,
Great
yeah.
job.
Good job, man.
A little better
I'm
than
gonna take
last
this
time
with
I was
me.
here. Okay.
Yeah, you were a little stiff, but you got
Yeah,
it.
Shane's like, I was pretty stiff last